we're going to be discussing replacing the battery pack on a GX 2001. This can be found on page 37 of your manual as illustrated here, and you can follow step by step on how to do this. You'll need your GX 2001, Phillips screwdriver, needle nose pliers, flat blade screwdriver, and potentially having a Q-tip or paper towel with water to help clean up any dirt that may be there may also be necessary, as well as the battery pack you want to replace. First, what you would like to do is turn your GX 2001 over, exposing where the belt clip is or the retaining clip. And on either side of the 2001, you have screws that hold in the pin that holds in the clip. So you want to pick either the left or right hand side, doesn't matter which, as long as you stay on the same side, and remove 2 of those screws. And then with the needle nose pliers, you want to grab that pin and slowly start to slide it out the side you took the screws out on both ends. Once you have the pins removed, you can remove your clip, and you've exposed the back plate of the 2001. And on the back plate of the 2001, you have 2 screws towards the top and 2 screws towards the bottom. Remove all 4 screws. And you can use your flat blade screwdriver to help you if you need to remove that plate. And you've exposed your battery pack. And at this point, you'll see a sticker that says remove from this end with an arrow. And you want to take your flat blade to where there's a little clip right here. You want to get it underneath that clip and try to pry it up a little bit until it pops forward. And then you can slide it out that way. And you've exposed your main board and your buzzer, and as you can tell, within the battery pack, you can tell that there's a little connection point here that connects down within the main board of the 2001. You want to be careful to make sure you line that up correctly when you're replacing the battery as to not damage those connection points. So you set your old battery pack aside, grab your new battery pack, and again, following the arrow as how you replaced it, you're going to put it in the same way. You're going to start by placing the bigger end with the batteries in towards the buzzer, and slowly start to slide the battery pack in until you hear it snap. Then at that point, you go ahead and start reassembling your GX 2001, putting on your back plate. And again, to point out on the back plate is you have an indented side. You have a side that's protruded here, indented here. You want the indented side to go into the battery as to help it hold it down better. And you go ahead and put in your 4 screws. And again, at this point, if you notice that the back plate is dirty, you could use that paper towel or that Q-tip and simply, with it having water on it or some sort of cleaner, clean that up to make it nice and clean. And those are your 4 screws that are replaced. And at this point, you want to make sure that your belt clip is put on the correct direction because you could put it in either way. So depending upon your preference, you can look at the front of the instrument, know where the display is, and then you want to be able to put that as you would when you place it on your belt clip. So you place that in, and starting with where you took the screws out, you start placing your post back in to line through the clip. You can use your screwdriver to make sure that that's pushed in far enough. Same with the other side. Or you can use your needle nose pliers to pull it in all the way. Then take your 2 screws, tighten those down. There's no need to over tighten these screws as the plastic may tend to crack. And your battery is replaced, and I recommend that you put it on charge overnight to retain a full charge off a replaced battery pack.